Hello, welcome to another live broadcast of Master Investors Company. Glad to be here again on another valuable live video coming to you live from the studio. And today's topic, we're going to be speaking about how to leverage other people's time and money. You can also find a link to the blog that we wrote just yesterday on our main page. You can also subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you'll be the first one in getting noticed when we go live with valuable content that will help you elevate the financial well-being. And our mission here at Master Investor is to elevate the financial well-being of all partners, including the listeners, the ones that haven't made a decision just yet to become a pay partner of one of our digital products or physical products that we offer here at Master Investor. So let's dive into the importance of knowing how to leverage other people's time and money, because when we finally master the ability to do so, we can become more free in all senses of the word. It is all about reaching financial freedom and continue to have more freedom as we go in our journey in life. It's about doing the things that we love whenever we want to do them without having to say, well, I can't do something or I can't afford that. Remember, here at Master Investor, we don't allow those words to be part of our vocabulary, because in reality, it blocks us from all the opportunities that we already have in front of us. And we can either see a world with too much money or a world with the lack of money. Here at Master Investor, we encourage all of our partners to always look for opportunities because they are right in front of us. We have all the resources that can help you take your financial life to the next level. It is critical to mention one more time that financial education is the basis, the solid basis of all true wealth ever built and achieved. In other words, anybody that you admire in regards to the wealth, you got to notice something behind that wealth, and you will find a wealth of knowledge on financial education. So Master Investor is here to deliver high quality financial education made simple. And we're going to make sure that you take massive action with the digital courses that we have to offer to you so that you can start building a successful business that will help you break free from the rat race. If you have a job that you do not like, then you can break free from that 9-to-5 job or whatever schedule you got going on your end and taste a better life, have a better lifestyle, create more solutions that you're passionate about to solve a problem in the marketplace. A business is always established to solve some sort of problem in the world. So my question to you is, what are your passions and what are some type of problems that you're passionate about feeling the need? It's all about looking around us and say, okay, I see a problem in that sector. I see a problem with this group of people. I'm going to put a solution in front of them that will help them address that problem, okay? So in order to even have a business run on its own, we need to learn how to leverage other people's time and money, right? Because here at Master Investor, our rule number one is that we work to acquire and build cash flow and assets, okay? And so we do not work for money. We make money work hard for us. Very key. A lot of people, the only thing they know what to do with money is work hard for it. And we're going to change that approach because we're going to make money our slave. We're going to make sure that we are building cash flow and assets that are producing cash flow, and the money is coming to us, is running to us rather than we going after the money. It's not about chasing the bag. It's about the bag chasing our business and our bank account, okay? And in order to do that, we need to learn how to leverage other people's time and money. So look beyond our wallet to raise capital for our next investment, investing in with other people's money. And if you want to know the truth about investing and the highest level of investing, then you got to grasp the concept of getting rich for free, because money is knowledge. Okay, so if we can acquire the knowledge and we understand that money is an idea backed up by confidence, is a currency, is fiat, is monopoly money, it's just paper, it's an instrument, then we can actually put a plan behind that idea, bring it into reality, and then money will follow us because we're solving a problem, and we can use the bank's money. We can use a private credit card that we may have laying around and we don't know what to do with that credit. We may go to a private lender that has a lot of money and he's in the business of lending money into businesses and opportunities that will multiply that money quickly. Okay, and I'm going to show you what are some key points that these people look for before they hand you their money so that you can make it work. And the number one job of an entrepreneur, like we always say here inside of Master Investors community, is that we got to raise capital. That is the job number one of all entrepreneurs, is to learn how to raise capital, to get active on that, okay? And then the number one ability and skill is to learn how to sell. And so we combine those together, then we are selling an investment to a bank or an investor that has a lot of money to put to work. And so we want to learn how to do both simultaneously, is raise capital, what are they looking for, in order to pay attention to us, and how do we sell this investment without selling. And it's very simple at the end of the day. When you look at the financial statements of a business, you can definitely tell if that's a sound business or an investment, because the financial statements would allow the investor and the bank to know what are the problems of that investment or business. Can they be addressed? Can we change something quickly to better the financial health of that investment? And does it have a history of cash flowing for the past 10 years, for the past 5 years? Can we see some tax returns? Can we see the assets of that business and the liabilities and the expenses? And so all of this will sell the investment to the people who are going to give us the money. So we want to start looking into how to raise money quickly and how to put it to work so that the business returns the money back to the investor or the bank institution that is allowing us to use their money to invest into acquiring this asset, okay? And so we want to learn how to also use our own credit to get ahead quickly. And if you are at the rat race, if you have a job, then you want to use your credit to buy assets, to acquire assets. And that credit, if you choose the right assets, will get paid on its own, and the interest will also get paid on its own by the cash flow of the business or asset that you acquire. So very important to know how to budget, how to invest with your credit, how to speak the language of money, and also how to use other people's time, because we need to start delegating in order to have a system of systems doing the selling and telling for us. So the power of using other people's money. So one of our favorite strategies here at Master Investor is OPM, other people's money, okay? Because if we are familiar, we understand that the best type of investment money is the one that we use from other people. It's the one that we acquire from a bank because it's free. It's basically printing money legally because we are investing it into something that is going to produce money. It gets the money back to them, and then also it keeps printing money over and over again, and that is called infinite return on investment. Okay, so very important for you to understand infinite return on investment, IRO. infinite return on investment, right? And so we need to get familiar with this concept because it's there where we reach riches for free. We have no money invested into the asset. We have recouped the entire initial investment back, and now we're sprinting money constantly because we are addressing the problem over and over again that we're solving with a product or service on an autopilot basis. We have to have a system that does the telling and selling for us and also sells for us even when we're not working. So a true asset puts money in our pocket whenever we're not working, okay? So I want you to start, when we're building a business, to work on your business, not in your business. Don't become part of the system, but rather start putting all the pieces together as if it's a puzzle, and then you can depart from it and then watch it make money on its own. I want you to get that, okay? We want to be on the business, not in the business, okay? So very important. So if you have any passions, any problems, write them down on the chat box below. And if you have any questions, make sure you drop it below. We're going to come back and answer them. Let's get some interaction here in the comment sections because it's important. Your question might solve somebody else's question because they didn't want to say or they watch this video later. They can find it below, and then we can build a community of empowering people that are seeking to solve problems in the world. So what are your purpose in life? We have different skills. We have different talents. We got to bring the best version of ourselves into the marketplace with a system of systems that are doing the selling and telling for us, and also learn how to raise capital so that we can scale that business and then use other people's time legally and ethically so that we can continue to fulfill our mission and vision of our business. So learning how to build a team, learning how to use other people's money, learning how to speak the language of money, all of these key elements are very important for you to grasp. So it's possible to raise capital from other people. If we have a successful business plan, if we have a way to show them that their money will be safe and it will multiply over and over again, and by a certain day they will get their money back, etc. I'm going to show you some of the points we mentioned here. So financially free, but not yet professional investors. So some people are reaching the point where, yes, you have a little bit of success with your business, you're financially free, you don't have to work for money, but you're not yet professional investors. When you become a professional or inside investor, you know how to raise capital very quickly. You can go to any bank, you can go to any private investor and get their money into your hands so that you can make it work, okay? So it's important to understand the difference between how most people view raising capital compared to how we view raising capital, and how you can change that approach by implementing the strategies that we're giving you here in this valuable video so that you can take your life to the next level and start printing money legally. We call it pajama money, right? Because we go to sleep and we have sales over and over again. We wake up and we're richer. We are buying things and acquiring and building things that grow in value, that are solving problems in the marketplace, and they are in high demand because we are doing it in such a way that is unique. We talked about it on the last podcast, how to be unique in the marketplace. There's so much competition nowadays that the focus is innovating and being unique, using less resources and providing more value to our customers so that we can maintain those customers that we already have in our pocket, and also keep them for long term, right? Customer value. To have that same customer buy from us over and over again and not lose them by our competitor because they are doing something unique or they have something that is more attractive than we are offering. So we have to be innovating at all times. Everything is changing constantly, and we have to have great communication lines with our customers so that they can maintain the loyalty to us and be able to sanely choose us because we are providing greater value than anyone doing similar things than we are, okay? So we have the cash flow circle here, or the cash flow quadrant. In the left side is their employees, self-employed. On the right side, the B stands for big business owners, because is a system of systems that we own, okay? So remember what I told you, to work and own our business. I want you to start acquiring a system of systems that do the selling and telling for us. A self-employed might have a business on the left side of the quadrant, but he has to be in that business to make the money. For example, a dentist or a lawyer or an accountant or a CPA, they have to show up in order for that business to bring in income, which is earned income, okay? Business owners, on the other hand, on the right side of the quadrant, we work to acquire and build assets, a system of systems that is creating passive income, residual income, right? And so once we master that, we can have access of cash flow, and we can actually make that money work hard for us by becoming an inside investor, okay? Is making our money work hard for us. On the right side of this cash flow circle that you're looking on your screens, is important to know that the right side pays less in taxes and the left side pays the most in taxes, because the laws are catered for that. They're made to tax the employee and the self-employed at the highest rate, and gives the business owner and the inside investor tax breaks, because we are better in the economy. We're providing jobs. We are contributing to a problem by solving it with the product or service. And therefore, the laws gives us tax incentives, gives us many other breaks. And so some people call them loopholes, but they're not really loopholes. They're just the law. And this is a capitalist country here in the United States, and most places around the world operate with these rules, okay? So we have to become aware of the laws, because when we do, then we can actually minimize our number one highest expense, which is taxes. So if we can actually take that out of the table, then we are already richer. We are already closer to becoming a lot wealthier and reaching our financial freedom and reaching what we love to do in our life, right? With our life, the things that we want to manifest, the things that we want to experience right now, no in 10 years from now, but can I go get that BMW? Can I go, to Dubai? Can I go anywhere right now? Because we have a business that is working for us that allows us to do those things without having to work hard to do those things. We actually work less and make more. And that's our motto here at Master Investors: work less to make more. And that comes from learning how to leverage other people's time and money. That's why this blog is very important. So on the left side, you'll find the E's and the S, regardless of whether they work for a company or run a sole proprietorship. These people exchange their time for money. And that's why they get taxed at the highest bracket, okay? On the right side of the quadrant or the circle, the B's and the I's, these are the business owners and investors. Though there are many other differences between people on either side, it is knowing how to leverage other people's time and money that makes the big difference. That's what I've been speaking about this whole video. It's about using a system of systems that maybe was built by some people. Maybe there are people behind that system that allows us to do our work and depart from that work. In other words, allows us to continue fulfilling our mission, which is to provide the solution to the marketplace as fast as possible without having us to be involved in the midst of the transaction, okay? So it's about having automation around our business. It's not about having a business that requires us to go there every day to earn the cash flow, okay? So the first time raising capital, we have the opportunity right in our hands. If you have a credit card, then you have raised capital. You have a $5,000 credit line, you have capital, you have raised capital. You just have to make that money work hard for you. You have to put it into your asset column, okay? Don't buy a liability. Don't go buy things that will take money out of your pocket and make you pay for that debt on your own by working hard for that money and the interest that comes with that credit. So it's about knowing how to manage debt. Good debt puts money in our pocket. Bad debt takes money out of our pocket. Traditional lenders are requiring you to jump through more and more hoops, plus they are requiring larger down payments and stricter terms. Many private lenders and investors are more cautious and have raised their standards as well. So we have to raise our financial education so that we can successfully achieve raising capital from these people, being able to acquire their money, their capital, because they don't want to lose it. They want to make sure they're putting it into an operation that will produce and multiply their capital. That's what's called working capital. Even though it was difficult, we are able to raise a quarter. We can raise $250,000 among 10 investors for a sound asset that has cash flow history of success. And in the end, every investor got their initial investment back. Remember what I told you about infinite return on investment, IROI, and made an excellent return on their money. The sell, however, was much more difficult because we didn't know what the investor was looking for. We relied solely on persuasion skills and friendships instead of sound business sense. So a lot of times when it comes to raising capital, it's about proving to the investor or the institution that, hey, this is a sound asset for you. This is making money for the past 10 years. It sells itself, right? And so it's about using business common sense. This is what our lenders or investors really want. Here are 4 things that they look for. Project is number 1. Partners, number 2. Financing and management. So when we are raising capital, we have to keep these 4 things in mind. When presenting the project, ask yourself the questions. What is the project the lender is providing you capital for? If it is for our business, then what exactly is our business? What makes our business unique from others in our industry? And what is the advantage our business has that will build confidence in the investor that it will be successful? Number 2, partners. Who are the key players in the project? Very important. We talked about on our one of our videos this last week, how to build a successful business team. Because when we raise capital, we have to have key players in our team that will bring confidence and make the investor and the bankers comfortable to lend their money to us. So who are the key players in the project? What is the track record of those partners? What experience do they have? In other words, who's putting the deal together and what success have they had? The experience each partner brings to the table and those their expertise is a big part of the question. Number 3, financing. Show the investor as accurately as we can how the project, either a business or investment, will make money. Be realistic and don't avoid discussing the roadblocks ahead. Every business and investment project has problems. So pretending ours will make us look like an immature. So we want to make sure that we are straightforward to them, right? Transparency, ethical. Hey, we have these issues that we're looking into, and maybe you can give us an insight on how to solve this, because this is some of the things or weaknesses of this project. Can they be addressed? Maybe it's, we need an outsider opinion, and also from their experience, they will be able to solve that very quickly. They have a solution already, and they can say, you know what, that's easy to solve. I'm okay with that. We will want to show how much money we are raising in total, where the money is coming from, private parties, traditional lenders, etc., the terms of the money being borrowed, and how the money will be allocated. Hint, if we even suggest that any of the money raised will be used to pay our salary, doors will close. If we want a paycheck, then go get a job. Potential investors want to know 2 things. How soon will they get their initial investment back? And B, what the return will be. These numbers will determine if our finances structure and terms are attractive. 4, management. The historical saying is money follows management. We agree. Investors want to know who's running the day-to-day operations because this is crucial to the ongoing success of any venture. Explain who they are, their background, how they react under pressure, etc. If we are starting our own business or if we are raising money to grow our existing business, then the partners and the management team may be the same people. that is not a problem at all if there is experience and expertise in the team that will full confidence in the investors. When it comes to commercial or residential rental properties, management is key. It is the day-to-day operations of an office building, a retail strip mall, a single-family house, or an apartment building that will make or break our bottom line. In summary, how to invest with other people's money. I know it can seem intimidating at first, but raising capital does not have to be a long, drawn-out affair. Our pitch to investors should be short and concise. If we can clearly and confidently address each of the 4 aforementioned issues when looking to raise capital, then the odds of securing the finance we seek are in our favor. Now, the only thing left for us to do is deliver. Take action. When ready to start your own business and start learning how to actively raise capital, then go ahead and get our ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet. It was released. You can find it on our main website at www.masterinvestor.education. Find the link in the description below, and also make sure that you give us a like if you find this video valuable. So 4 things that you took from this video are: what do we need in order to raise capital? We need the project, partners, finance, and management, right? And also learning how to leverage people's time, which is very key when it comes to managing other people's money. That's why they go hand to hand. With that being said, bringing you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in our economy. Thank you for having me again, and we appreciate your time. We value your business. I'll see you on the next